Hello and welcome to Haunted Locations. Today we will be talking about the haunted Eastern State Penitentiary. The prison was designed by John Haviland and opened on October 25th, 1829. At the time, it was considered to be the first true penitentiary. The penitentiary encouraged separate confinement as a form of rehabilitation. As such, the one was required to see each inmate at least 3 times a day. Originally, inmates were housed in cells that could only be accessed by entering through a small exercise yard attached to the back of the prison, and only a small portion, just large enough to pass meals, opened onto the cell blocks. The prison closed its doors in 1971, and by then all prisoners were transferred to Greater Fold Prison. Philadelphia later purchased the property with the intention of redeveloping it. Alphonse Capone, also known as Scarface, was Chicago's most famous mob boss who spent 8 months in prison from 1929 to 1930. He was arrested for carrying a concealed deadly weapon. This was his first ever prison sentence. So the next person we're going to be talking about is another inmate, Leo Callahan, who is one of the few to have actually escaped Eastern State Penitentiary. His crime that actually got him into the penitentiary was for assault and battery with the intention to murder somebody. So if you watch the television show Snapped, which is on Oxygen, you know that women can commit murders too. So we're going to be talking about Frida Frost. For almost 100 years, female prisoners were part of the landscape at Eastern State Penitentiary, and Frida Frost was actually the last of them. Frost had been serving a 20-year sentence for murder. She had poisoned her husband. Alright, the next part we're going to be talking about is the hauntings. So the Eastern State Penitentiary is haunted, and now I will be breaking down everything that makes the Eastern State Penitentiary haunted. After they found all these noises, they would search around the place for hours, but no matter what they did, the results would end up not being shown. They would not find any evidence of the noises whatsoever. One of the most legendary tales of the penitentiary comes from somebody named Gary Johnson. In the early 1990s, after opening an old lock in cell block number 4, he says a force gripped him so tightly that he was unable to move. So, in conclusion, the Eastern State Penitentiary can be haunted, like most prisons can be haunted. With all the evidence I provided and the completely detailed history of this penitentiary, I want to know what you guys think. Is this penitentiary actually haunted, or is it not haunted?